So, welcome back to another episode of Tiki Mead.
Yeah, this is like number 12 or 13.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's one of them.
So, by the time you see this episode, you'll see the other one.
Yep.
So we're still celebrating Yule. It's kind of starting to wind down a little bit, but we're still within that little time frame.
Yeah.
So happy Yule to all the other heathens out there. We're gonna go ahead and get into our newest episode. This one today, we've only got four different meads from Moonlight Meadery out of Londonderry, New Hampshire. The founder, Michael Fairbrother, has been perfecting his mead making skills since '95. Years of perfecting his palate and refining his technique has allowed them to create beautiful works of art in every bottle that they produce.
And this kind of scared me, I'm not going to lie. On their website, 70 plus meads available to ship to 35 states.
Yeah, that's a little horror. Yeah, we are probably going to be trying all of them. And that's going to be probably a good number of episodes. So be prepared to see like at least 6 episodes just for Moonlight.
6?
Yeah, probably more than that.
More than that.
Yeah, I lowballed it. It's probably going to be more than that.
Yes.
But it's not all going to be at once.
Yeah, no, I think we'd end up in the hospital with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if we dumbed it down to 7 episodes, that would be 10 meats apiece. I think the most that we've done in one has been 6. And that was a little rough. Granted, we had to shoot it twice. Because we had a mistake the one time where the camera decided to shut off at the 2-minute mark. That was a little rough. I mean,
could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first one we got up is our desire.
Well, I desire some mead, so let's do this.
I agree. I concur.
So this is their flagship. It's where it all started. After winning Best Show out of 353 entries from all over the U.S. and Canada. It's the winner of the gold in the fruit mead category at the San Diego International Beer Competition in 2018. It's an enticing, complex blend of blueberries, black cherries, black currants, and honey.
Okay.
Now, Craig and I have tried this one before.
I have not.
I'll tell you now, it's a very sweet. All of these are pretty sweet. The only one I think we didn't try was the sensual.
Yeah.
But they're really sweet. They're very fragrant, very floral.
Mm-hmm.
If you're more into dessert wines, this is definitely one that I think I would highly encourage.
And as y'all know, I'm a sweet person.
Yeah, you get a super sweet.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Fruity smell. That just kind of entices you to drink it.
It's a very floral taste, I will say.
Would you say a desirable drink?
Yes. I would.
A desire to drink the whole bottle.
Yes.
You definitely get the little bit of blueberry, a little bit of black cherry. That currant kind of comes out a little strong.
But not heavily.
But it's not the overpowering flavor like some of them that we've had in the past have been, where it's just strictly currant.
It's kind of a...
It's a very nice, beautiful blend.
Yeah, it lets you know it's there, but not screaming in your face.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? So the way that Silverham was really subtle, right? You could taste each individual flavor.
Yeah, they're kind of... Yeah, that's a good analogy, where they're kind of broken up, where it's not in a blender, it's in different glasses. Yeah. Each flavor
and it's one after the other.
Yeah, it's as this one drops off, the next one comes up, and it drops off, the next one comes up. It's a very beautiful mixture, and not in a slushy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I get like a little spice.
That's probably the trying to find the percentage.
Well, I think these are all...
That's probably the
They're
14.
pretty low.
This one
Oh,
goes right
I
here.
didn't even realize this. So on their bottle, they do this little like dry to sweet
Ratio?
and this falls just a little off the sweet. But
It
not
comes
by
in
much.
at 14% alcohol
Yeah.
by volume. So this one's higher than the ones that we had in the last episode.
Yeah.
Which
This one goes right here.
usually the ones that are above like 8 to 9, you can taste a good portion of that alcohol.
The Dusk Mute.
Yeah.
Because they hit. It's a beaut.
It's
like,
a great mead, don't get me wrong. But you know the alcohol's there. This is such a wonderful blend.
It can be dangerous. You won't realize.
This
How
is
much
like
you're
drinking like vodka and juice.
Ooh.
Or mimosas.
Or if you've been to Japan,
Yeah.
chew highs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are dangerous and they sneak up on you fast.
This definitely could, but I desire to go on to the next one.
Hey,
jokes. Alright.
Alrighty. So the next one up is called Fling. It's a ménage à trois between orange blossom honey, rhubarb, and strawberries.
Ooh.
Tease your senses with this balanced yet complex array of flavors. It's a semi-sweet and tart strawberry rhubarb mead that grows great with a wide variety of dishes, such as a goat cheese salad. It's a silver medal winner at the 2014 Mazer Cup International. Now, I've had goat cheese before. Now, goat cheese is naturally pretty salty, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to just be by itself. I'm sure, I'm going to take their word for it. I'm sure it pairs great with that saltiness, but I'm really interested to see how well it holds up to that.
Yeah, and on their scale, it smacks right down in between
And the
the
other
center
thing
there.
that's interesting too is the rhubarb.
Yeah.
Like, because my grandmother makes a really, really fantastic rhubarb pie.
I have a lot of rhubarb teas.
Yeah.
I'm a tea drinker as well, so it's just like, it's a very strong taste.
Yeah,
So-
it can be a little overpowering sometimes.
Damn it. You can screw up really quick with rhubarb.
Yeah.
Make it way too strong, way too quick.
Definitely. Can agree with
But
that.
it's orange blossom, rhubarb, and strawberry.
I'm picking up the strawberry. No, the orange a little bit.
I'm not sure what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
it smells citrus.
And there's the rhubarb
Yeah,
right
I'm
on
not
the-
getting. I'm not getting orange. Granted, I'm drunk at this point. Leave me alone.
Always gonna give you a hard time.
Of course. I get a little bit of the strawberry smell.
Oh,
Definitely when you taste it, you can taste the strawberry more out of all the other flavors. To me.
Yeah.
It's a real close match between strawberry and rhubarb.
I
But
don't
right
think
at the end is that citrus.
I don't think I've tasted
okay.
rhubarb by
I'm getting it
itself.
now.
Right there.
So.
Yeah. Takes a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, the rhubarb's somewhere in the middle. From
Yeah.
what I'm feeling.
Well, and it's kind of a hard one to really work with, because it can be overpowering. It can be the only flavor that you taste.
Yeah. Ooh. You know what this really makes me want to do? A strawberry, rhubarb, orange dump cake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gotta get Becky. Be like,
Get one of our friends to make it.
Yeah.
Definitely. This is good. This is a good one.
Well, that's what I was saying. Moonlight, that we've tried have been pretty sweet. So like I said, if you're more into dessert wines, if that's your thing, if you want to try a really sweet mead, check out Moonlight. They're great.
Oh yeah. And me as a sweet person that likes wine,
If you're trying to ease
Great.
in, if you're trying to ease in with mead a little bit.
unlike me
It's-
with last episode, just go straight on it.
Yeah, just.
Woo! First wine, dry. Or first mead, dry.
Yeah, dry.
But it was good. I will say that. I like it so far. Every single mead, thanks to these guys.
Yeah. Alright, so the next one that we've got is a red dress. This little number is sweet and sexy. Just the right balance between the honey and the red currants. enjoy this with a variety of complex dishes like Durban curry chicken, which is a South African favorite, or Moroccan lamb, or beef stew.
Ooh, okay.
Oh wait, we're having beef stew for dinner.
Maybe we should save this one instead of drinking it.
Yeah.
Let's spread it around with beef stew tonight.
At least sample it now and then have some more later.
Yeah. I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Because it smells amazing.
Yes, it definitely does.
Yeah, definitely.
So far, all of them, of course, have been a beautiful blood red, deep blood red color.
Well, and I think the last time we got we got what, 4 bottles from them last time? But
no, we just got the 3 that we've got right now that we've tried so far.
Okay.
Well, no, because I don't think that we've tried. Oh no, the Sensual was the one that we didn't try last time.
Right.
But we just drank the other 3.
I like that. I guess you could say the sexy, like smell that it gives off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
See, I almost caught strawberry there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it kind of curves into something else, which I think is what the red currant is. And so obviously, I guess there's a difference between black currant and red currant.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
This is definitely one to have when you're trying to have like a special date or something.
Oh yeah. Well, and they even have a pack that's a date night pack.
Oh.
And they have different packs.
I mean, you can go to their website, and we were looking earlier. They all seem to be named after, like, I guess, vaguely sexual innuendos. Flirty innuendos. So, if you're assuming you're an adult, you're watching this. If you're not an adult,
go watch something else.
Go watch something else.
Somebody's playing Fortnite right now.
Yeah.
Isn't somebody always playing Fortnite? Point taken.
Yeah. That's not me.
I think they actually, so on their little chart, they have this closer to dry.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
because
they're all really sweet.
I mean,
but I think it's just the way that they make them.
Yeah.
Because instead of it just being, I think a lot of it is maybe the fruit.
Yeah, because it's more of a, what was the name of where it's part fruit, wine, and part...
It's a melomel.
Yeah.
So you have, I guess maybe this could be an episode that we make, just kind of explaining stuff. I took a wine and beverage class. I'm going through culinary school right now, and I took a wine and beverage class. One of the things that we kind of discussed was the difference between wine, mead, and beer and like the variations of meads and stuff. So wine is typically made with fruit or with grapes, and it's fermented grapes and yeast. Mead is traditionally
honey-based.
Honey is fermented honey. Now a melomel is a fermented honey that afterwards, once it starts to ferment, they add fruit to bring other flavors in and kind of help
change the profile.
Help change the profile and change the flavors and stuff, and kind of enhance them a little bit. So that's I guess this was one that you would consider a melomel.
Yeah, with all the fruit that's in it. Now, granted, it depends on when they added it, but
true.
That's kind of how
there
it
is.
feels.
There's usually like there's a first stage fermentation and there's a second stage fermentation. I don't know all the specifics, and I'm not gonna get into that, but they're all super sweet, and it's interesting for a mead because traditionally mead is not so much sweet as it is like maybe more of a semi-sweet to a dry.
Yeah, and it's got a
kind of finish.
Normally they have a little bit of a harshness to it.
Yeah, they usually have a little bit of a bite.
Where these so far, all 3 of them,
these are almost dessert wines.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
And I think that's where we found them was at Total Wine. They're underneath the dessert wine section, but I guess they're classified as a mead technically.
Well, because they do their base is honey, and
true.
But they've added in the fruits to change the profile and whatnot. But
yeah,
even saying that it was even close to a dry, that's a sweet. That was a sweet.
Definitely.
But it's a dry sweet. Is what you were saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is an interesting kind of idea because traditionally a dry is not sweet at all.
Yeah, it's...
Or a semi-sweet is kind of sweet but also kind of dry.
You know what it reminds me of? Dark chocolate.
Ooh.
Where it's bitter but sweet at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But not too dark of chocolate to where all you taste is the bitterness.
Yeah, I guess that probably is the best description for it.
Yeah.
Or analogy-wise, or comparison.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, where it's sweet and not at the same time.
Yeah, a little bit of dark chocolate with some orange.
It's very hard to nail down what it is.
Yeah,
because
that one was definitely... That one's a mystery.
Yes, it is.
I feel like it kind of tastes more like a wine, but it's not because.
Well, and technically it is. Well, technically it is a wine. So mead is fermented honey wine.
Right.
So technically it falls in a category of wine, but it's kind of like its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got a point. It kind of tastes like a.
It tastes more like a dessert wine than what you would think it would.
Red Moscato.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
was Stella Rose black or red?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, we went off on it.
Wow. Anyway, all right. So next up, we've got our sensual, which is it says relating to or consisting of the gratification of the senses. This award-winning recipe is a showcase of honey that is it's USDA organic. So for all those of you who are into that kind of thing, this award-winning recipe is a showcase of honey that is aromatic, flavorful, and deliciously sweet with a long-lasting smooth finish. Enjoy with any dish, especially spicy food. We suggest to serve slightly chilled or over ice on a hot summer night.
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
I definitely, to me, I don't feel like I smell like anything sweet.
Well, it falls on their chart, on their gauge. It falls one below sweet. Oh, I just realized this.
There is something sweet a little bit there.
Their little saying,
Romance by the glass. Moonlight Meadery. It's a little. You can smell a little bit of sweetness,
but it's not
but
overpowering.
it's like a floral sweetness.
I feel like this is not as sweet as they claim it to be.
You don't think so?
Oh no. Not for me, anyways.
Oh,
and
yeah, no. That's more of a dry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're scaling might. See what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm a sweet person, so I know what it is.
Ooh.
It's more on the dry side.
It's good, though.
Yeah,
it does
it's
have
not
its
terrible.
Yeah, it's more on the dry side. It's definitely not as sweet as the other ones were.
No.
So this one might be a little bit of false advertising.
Sorry, guys.
I will concur with that.
We apologize for that one.
Maybe they accidentally put it on the opposite spectrum.
It's definitely more of a dry, but it's not overly bitter, like some of them are.
No, it's a good. It feels like a good balance between a bitter sweetness.
I am gonna have to ask one of y'all to finish this one.
I got you.
That's the first time I've done that.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just a little too on the dry side for me. I'm not a dry person.
It is pretty dry.
Yeah. The very first one that we tried, it stated that it was dry, but it actually wasn't that bad to me. In like the first video that I was in.
Yeah.
But this one is a lot more dry.
Well, and they kind of hit it on the nose. It's aromatic. You get a good amount of flavor from it. And it's the longer it sits in your mouth, apparently it's supposed to be sweeter. Which it did sweeten up a little bit after I swallowed it. And it just kind of coats the tongue. It does get a little bit sweeter, but it's not...
Maybe I didn't hold it enough.
It kind of feels like something you would drink with a pasta, or
It's like a dry white wine.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it's... If you're on the drier side, you like the
Ooh.
drier wines, it would definitely be something to give a try. If you are into the super sweets, just skip over it.
Small
I
amounts.
will. I don't know.
Small
like when I,
amounts if you let it sit on your tongue a little bit.
If I took in, like when I took in some air, I felt like it became spicy.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
that's
like
a weird flavor. It's a weird feeling.
it got
very,
spicy. It did not
very
get sweeter.
different.
Did not get
I'm
sweeter for me.
Not entirely sure how I feel about this one.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm.
It's it's not that I don't like it.
Could I see me drinking
This one by itself?
by itself?
Mm.
No. So like I said, with a Alfredo, crab Alfredo,
Mm.
or
We should get you in the culinary school.
Ooh,
but I can't boil water. They usually somehow I catch it on fire. I don't know.
Would you pour into it? Germex?
No, he just didn't put enough in, or he didn't put any in at all.
No, he's just gonna burn the pot.
But no. So a crab.
A crab. So do
Crab
an Alfredo. So do the cook the crab into the sauce with the noodles
With the wine, as a cooking
Mm.
wine.
So
Cooking. With
so
fish
once you finish
or with
cooking,
seafood.
so here's an idea. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent for culinary. Cook the crab.
Okay.
Use this to deglaze the pan.
Yeah, and then
So
use
you get
that
left.
as your
You get the
sauce.
flavors behind without the alcohol as a base for your sauce. Pour in your Alfredo. Make your sauce, and then finish your pasta.
We're gonna have to hang
Put
on.
the crab meat in there.
That's
Gonna
an
have to
idea.
try this.
Yeah,
Crab Alfredo.
Mm.
I guess I know what we're having for dinner tomorrow.
Gotta go pick up some crab if you don't already have it done.
You may be eating kind of late because I gotta work tomorrow.
I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I felt like remember in the
There's
last
a little
episode.
bit of sweetness there. It's not super noticeable, but it's
Yeah.
kind of there.
But remember the last one, Retire by the Fire? I felt like, especially after you took in some air with it, it felt very fiery. And so
Yeah.
I feel like that one would be good by the fire too.
Yeah, it kind of had a yeah, actually yeah. Or adding it to the water for the wood chips.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I got that like a fiery, not a smoky, but a fiery kind of taste. I felt like, you know, when you get too close to the flame and you just breathe it in and it burns.
Yeah, the smoke follows you around the campfire.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it does. It kind of like that's what it tasted like.
Any dish, especially spicy food.
Yes, yes.
Maybe a Cajun style crab Alfredo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm liking what you're thinking, bro. I'm liking it.
And, well, hey,
Little
at least we
merging
know
some
what we're
cultures.
having.
Yeah. It says they suggest to serve it slightly chilled or over ice. So, I mean, they're kind of cold, so I guess they're slightly chilled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On a hot summer night. Well, it is cold outside, but
Right.
whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely on a hot summer night, these would be perfect for.
Yeah.
Because they get that fiery taste
Mm-hmm.
or that warm
Yeah.
taste.
Kind of warms you up with everything outside.
So
I think the other three would be better on a summer night.
This
'Cause they're
one's
sweet.
not so much.
This one's more of a
winter's night.
like now.
No,
Alright,
I
you
think
know, if
this
there was
one's.
actually
I
snow.
think this one. No, I think the other three are great. Kind of, if you're more into sweet wines, you know, and kind of whenever. If you're trying to like be fancy and romance your date or whatever, cook a nice meal.
Yeah.
Have a nice sweet dessert wine with bring that out with like a. Not necessarily a sweet dessert, but kind of something that's like semi-sweet.
Mhm.
This one, I think, would probably be better. Go ahead. I think this one would probably be better. More as a cooking.
Yeah. Well,
base than anything else. Now it is okay by itself, but I think it would probably taste better
as a
cooking thing.
And we'll give that a try. Just pick up shrimp. Shrimp would be good with it. We can do shrimp with it.
Shrimp, yeah. I guess realistically, any kind of shellfish would probably be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, let's go from there. We'll cook with this one. We'll say which one was it for the beef stew? The red dress.
Yeah, the red dress was for the beef stew, so we'll save that one for later. We can save that one for tomorrow. So we're left with the desire
and the fling.
Which
one you want, man?
Well, I know that you're desiring some mead, so I'll let you have that one.
All right.
I'll take the fling.
There's the fling for you. You missed.
So did you.
Alrighty. Well, that was a longer episode than we thought.
Yeah. But as always, be great to one another.
Drink responsibly.
Skull. Oh. Man, that's always good.
Yeah, man.